Здравствуйте, друзья! Сегодня я попытаюсь дать некоторые комментарии к геймплею, который вы будете смотреть. Я это делаю в первый раз. Прошу прощения за звук, если он будет слишком громким или, наоборот, слишком тихим. Я пытался настроить микрофон, который у меня в данный момент есть. И сделал это так, как смог. Надеюсь, качество будет приемлемое. Ну и буду стараться сильно не разрушать атмосферу игры. В общем, буду начинать. Это глава 10. Приключения Джека, Алиены и остальных. Они продолжаются. Посмотрим, что будет нас ожидать далее. Приятного просмотра.
I don't see the Bible. Even if I could find it, I doubt it would still be legible. The water flow turns the wheel. Then there's more wheels, and the millstone. The water flow turns the millstone. So the motion of the water is used and transformed into another motion, the grinding. Shouldn't there be all kinds of motions possible? We use wheels to lift timber and stone up at the construction site. Maybe the right kind of mill could make a sawing motion or a hammering motion. I guess that's a challenge for another day. Hey. Philip and Tom won't mind if we take a break. Sometimes people say one thing and mean another thing. Either he's stopped listening or he's thinking about it. When I find more time, I'll try to think of other mills we can build. The water is there, the wheels are there. Why stop at grinding? Do you mind?
Oi, my ants!
I just took a few. They aren't all your ants. I better not get too close. I need to do better than that. Ah, missed. Damn it. Yes! I bet there are more nests around. They have problems with their hands and feet. Maybe I can find a way to help them.
Да, мама дала нам жгучую крапиву, из которой можно приготовить бальзам. Осталось разыскать ступку.
Not yet. I want to find out about the Amores first. Ali will be pretty impressed if I find that book.
Oh, hello again. Didn't you want to talk to Aliena?
Maybe. I need to go.
See you around, Jack.
I doubt Martha knows about the book, but one of the monks might know. Washing out the grease and the dirt from the wool takes hours, and there must be an easier way to do the fulling.
I wish there was.
I'm looking for a book, and before you ask, it's not the Bible.
There are books in the scriptorium at the Prior's house. Maybe you can find it there.
He's always distracting me. How am I supposed to work like this? I need to do better than that. I bet there are more nests around. Ugh. Everything all right up there?
Here, Jack. Now piss off. Watch your language, Jack.
Hey, what did I do?
Насколько я помню, в кухне были два монаха, Милли и Кадберт. У Кадберта должна была быть ступка. Посмотрим, сможем ли мы сделать бальзам.
Hello, Milius.
Jack, and Jonathan. This is not the best of times.
Brother Cuthbert could have been a little more careful in storing the apples down here.
I'm sure it's fine, Brother Andrew.
I am not so sure. Even the salt is damp.
Cuthbert knew what he was doing.
What is Brother Andrew up to?
We will get a new cellar soon. Andrew is preparing everything. Maybe they should get a new kitchener as well.
Why?
If what Cuthbert did was not good enough, then what I can do can't be much better. Cuthbert knew so much more than I did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is a sausage missing.
No, there's not.
Ah, no. Here it is. We were thinking of getting a novice to do the work of the cellarer for a while.
You mean until I taught him everything and then he is a cellarer?
Let's see. Here we go. Yes. Just a little more. Good. And now, what? Milius?
Yes,
Do you know how to make a balm?
indeed. All it takes is some hot fat and beeswax.
Ah, thank you.
You know, you really wouldn't make a bad monk, Jack.
What, me? I think that would be a problem.
Why? You can read, you know about herbs, and you are good company.
Is this supposed to be wine?
What?
Here, in the corner.
No, it's vinegar.
It's vinegar. That shouldn't be here. What was Cuthbert thinking?
Oh, Lord. Give me the strength to endure this without chasing Brother Andrew from my kitchen.
I don't think I would make a good monk.
Why not? Philip thinks so too. He told me.
Never mind why. I don't need to be a monk to come around and talk to you, right?
That is true.
And I think I should get back to work soon. Thank you for your help.
Интересно, почему там не было Кадберта? Он скончался.
Brother Marcus.
Oh, Jack.
What are you pondering about?
I was just thinking about how my life would have turned out if it had not been for Philip. He saved me from Remigius's cane, and then he saved me from myself.
And now, are you happy living as a monk? Spending your time alone, never kissing anyone?
Philip says being a servant for our Lord is a decision you have to make again every day. Today, I decide to serve the Lord.
Serve the Lord, as long as it's your decision. It's blocked. I have to go in through the front.
Get up! The mortar won't mix itself. The mortar won't complain if it has to wait until I'm done with me break. Well, the mortar won't, but I will. Oh, yes? Did I complain when you disappeared for the better part of the morning? That's none of your business. Now get to work. No.
Hello, Cuthbert. I hope you're happy wherever you are.
What do you mean, wherever he is? He's lying right there. I made sure his wait for Judgment Day is comfortable.
Philip thinks we might go to heaven when we die.
No. We lie in wait till Judgment Day. That's why I want someone good to bury me, to make sure I lie well. I hope you will remember your promise that you will bury me.
Well, that was a long time ago. My first night in the Priory. I'll bury you, Brother Arnaldus. Don't worry.
Thank you.
And thank you for looking after Cuthbert.
Кадберт умер первой недели 1141 года. Зима в тот год выдалась суровой. За несколько дней до смерти он начал жаловаться, что ему тяжело дышать, и на боли в груди. Он наказал Милию найти траву-медуницу. Отвар, сделанный из этой травы, как будто бы помог ему на несколько часов. Но в ту же ночь состояние Кадберта ухудшилось, а дыхание ослабло. Милли оставался с ним и разговаривал, пока тот не уснул. На следующее утро он уже не проснулся. Кадберт умер в возрасте 68 лет, 58 из них он провел в Кингсбридже. В монастыре не было никого настолько старого, чтобы помнить тот день, когда он пришел. Кадберт никогда не говорил о семье, но для большинства монахов он был как отец. И как дед для Джонатана, подарившего ему столько радости в последние годы жизни. Да упокоится он с миром.
I think Brother Arnaldus fell asleep. He's snoring.
You must be joking. Come on!
I need to do better than that.
I'm not joking.
Before him, not a single fort remains. I think that was all of them.
And I'm not coming. And stop yelling!
I will not!
What's the problem?
I'm taking me well-deserved break.
Well deserved. You deserve a good kicking, you lazy drunk.
Better a drunk than a bearded bastard. Come on then, hit me. Show me what you got.
Please, this is leading nowhere. Think for a moment what other people would do.
What?
Who?
Tom Builder.
Now he's a hard worker, isn't he?
True, he's a hard worker, that he is. But also the man knows how to take a break. And he knows when to give others room for a break.
This is not your break.
You've been taking a shit for half a day and used up yours. Now don't you start and ruin mine too.
Oh, wow. Look at them go.
When I take a break, you take one too.
Has your wife been cooking again, eh?
Go! Dare you! Go! Drink yourself to death!
Oh, the Prior.
Oh, yes. Prior Philip's not running around drunk now, is he?
No, he's not. And I'm not either. I'm sitting.
And there's my problem right there. Get up and push. Philip would.
No, he wouldn't. A break is like a Sunday. It's a sin to work on a Sunday.
Well, that's true.
It's not a Sunday!
But it's my break.
The Earl of Shiring.
Which one?
Earl Bartholomew or the fat one, the new one?
Percy Hamley! You don't know the name of our Earl?
He's not my Earl. I'm from Earl's Castle. Bartholomew was my Earl, and a great man.
But he's dead now, isn't he? Gone. You should know the name of your new Earl.
What? The fat one?
Percy Hamley.
You know what? I refuse to remember that name.
What? Why?
For spite! It wasn't right what he did to my Earl.
You know what? What you're doing isn't right either. I refuse to remember your name as well.
You wouldn't dare.
Already did it.
Alfred Builder.
Oh, he's a good example. He's a master builder now.
But he likes his beer, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he does. But he's always sober when he's working.
Always. You know, maybe I should be a bit more like Alfred Builder.
Me too.
You have got to be kidding me.
Well then, back to work.
No! I'm not done with me break yet.
Alfred Builder would know when his break is up.
Alfred Builder would know when to shut the hell up.
I doubt he would. What about King Stephen?
Now, that is a man who sits a lot.
How would you know?
He's got a throne.
He's the king. Of course he's got a throne.
And he's sitting on it. He's got a throne. Of course the man knows how to sit.
Oh, like you mean?
Yeah, like me on me well-deserved break. Or you on yours when you're sitting on the shitter for half a day.
I was not.
I heard you farting from here.
You think I want to shit for half a day? You think that? Well, you better think again.
Ah, Jack Jackson.
Who's that?
Never heard that name.
That's me.
I thought you were Jack Builder.
Well,
I don't know what to make of you, to be honest.
Shouldn't you be working?
You're just running about everywhere. You never get anything done.
At least don't keep us from working, thank you very much.
oh, forget it. I doubt that will reconcile
know
them.
that we might all lose our work?
I know. And when I'm out of work, I want at least to be relaxed. And not stressed out.
You drunk bastard!
You pushy fat oaf!
Don't be distracted by what is going on outside.
No surprise, Regis.
The two have been quarreling the whole morning. I wonder what their problem is. What are you doing in the scriptorium?
I wanted to have a look at your books.
Is that so?
No.
Everyone, listen up. It's the work of a scribe not to copy text and scripture.
It is, Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
And is it not the task of illuminators to illuminate these texts with pictures and colour?
It is, Sir Prior Remigius.
Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
And what do you think is the work of Jack, the apprentice of Tom Builder?
Build?
Working on the construction site.
Carving statues and ornaments.
Building things.
I'm not exactly sure what it is either. But it is not distracting our scribes and illuminators. I do not know what Prior Philip sees in you, Jack.
Get to work.
Now, go back to your work and do not disturb us again.
Shut up! You shut up!
And you, Don't be distracted.
No supply,
Remigius.
Remigius.
By your constant yelling!
If you would do your job, then I wouldn't have to yell.
Remigius won't let me talk to the monks.
Наверное, если бы мы могли помирить ссорящихся рабочих, то нам бы разрешили войти.
Are you all right? Is something troubling you?
The Priory does not have the money to pay the workers early and to spend more on building materials. Not even if we sell all our wool at the Fleece Fair in Shiring.
Oh, that is a problem.
Of course that's a problem. Jack, please.
They have problems with their hands and feet. Maybe I can find a way to help them. Try this.
Whenever did you find the time to make a balm, handsome Jack? Don't you have work to do?
Who would I be if I could just pass by ladies in need?
Does that mean you'll join us and do some filling?
I have my own work to do, so that won't work, I'm afraid.
Oh, of course. Suddenly you've got work to do. But I dare say, that balm works. My hands feel much better. Thank you.
You're welcome, ladies. Not yet. I want to find out about the Amores first. Ali will be pretty impressed if I find that book. He's teaching the novice about the bridge and the toll. I better not disturb them. No, these are my ants. got the balm, I'm done here for now.
I'll keep them for now.
Get up! The mortar won't mix itself.
I think I know who might be a shining inspiration for both of you. Brother Arnaldus.
Good example indeed. That poor man is as good as dead. What's your excuse for lying around in the cemetery?
What's your excuse for having a beard like a bear's arse?
Get back to work!
Never!
And stop yelling!
Never!
The sub-prior.
Oh, don't get me started on Sub-Prior Remigius. He is a hard-working man.
He is. And don't you doubt it.
What?
That he is a hard-working man.
Who?
Sub-Prior Remigius, you fool!
What? How dare they? How dare you? Shouting in the cemetery like heathens!
But
Silence! Do you have any idea how hard the work of a sub-prior is? How much devotion and painful work it takes to teach our novices, our monks? And you dare call me a fool?
We didn't!
Silence, I say! I will think of a way to make you two understand the kind of behavior I expect in this priory.
I think they'll be busy for a while.
We place our trust in you. We take you in. And...
Это было не то, чего я ожидал, но эффект тот же самый.
There are many I've not read. Most of them, actually.
Ah, Jack. I knew you'd be back. Just be careful that Remigius doesn't see you.
But Philip said I'm welcome to read and study here.
Not while we're working. Remigius insisted.
I'll try to be quick. If only I had more time to read. If only I had more time to read. No. It's not here. Maybe the monks know where I can find the book. What is it that you're working on?
I'm copying pages of the book Prior Philip wrote. We finished the original last year.
I didn't know he wrote a book.
Not many know of it. The content is...
He's critical of the church and bishops. After his experience with Bishop Waleran, he studied about what he calls Judicia Cleri.
Judicia Cleri? The judgments of the clergy?
Yes. In the past, there were many cruel tests that were made to discover whether a man was guilty or not. The Lord was to judge them. These ordeals were called Judicium Dei, the judgment of God. Some had to hold burning iron in their bare hands. Others were drowned. Some were burned on the pyre. And if they were innocent, God would save them.
There'd be no martyrs if that were true. Even Adolphus would have been saved.
Yes. God works in mysterious ways. The prior wants these horrible ordeals to become a thing of the past, for cruelty only leads to more cruelty.
But I heard of miracles. Saints that survived burnings.
True. However, Prior Philip believes these were not judgments of God, but judgments of the clergy.
Judicia Cleri?
Yes! Stories and fake ordeals to redeem friends and allies of the clergy.
Fake miracles? By the church? Ooh, that sounds like Philip is asking for trouble. Whoever is accused of fakery and heresy will not be likely to respond well to that.
But we believe Philip is right.
This is the second millennium. We must finally learn from past mistakes.
Книга Филиппа «Церковная справедливость», написанная в 1140 году. Написанная на латыни, книга Филиппа была переписана писцами и иллюстраторами в Кингсбридже и в итоге оказалась в крупных библиотеках Англии и Нормандии. В основном ее читают высокие церковные чины, так как она затрагивает непростые и весьма деликатные темы. На протяжении веков официально утверждалось, что ордалии проводились с целью определения, виновен ли тот или иной человек или нет. По мнению духовенства, если человек не виновен, то его от жестокой и неминуемой смерти спасает Господь. Приор Филипп же утверждает, что Господь не может быть призван ни мирянином, ни даже священнослужителем, чтобы вершить суд. Человек служит Господу, но Господь не служит человеку. Филипп утверждает, что чудеса, которые случались во время таких ордалий, были ничем иным, как обманом, чтобы защитить и обелить членов духовенства и тех, кто их поддерживал. Врагов же убивали или серьезно калечили и обесчещивали. Далее Филипп пишет, что страдания мучеников прошлого доказывают, что Господь не просто спасает людей от сожжения или утопления. Филипп считает, что практике ордалий должен быть положен конец любой ценой.
No, it's not here. Maybe the monks know where I can find the book. What are you working on?
Go away. I have to focus.
Hey, can I read what you're working on?
No. Remigius will get angry if I don't finish this.
I should ask someone who knows about books instead.
I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring and in Winchester.
There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that? That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it?
Me? I don't remember.
He did.
Just a page or two.
Sounds like the right book, and Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out. Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found out.
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
I put my life at risk, Ali, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honor to be one of the King's Knights.
An honor that costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Oh. Go play.
Jack.
Hey.
So,
Yes.
what brings you here?
Do you have a visitor?
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money and talks to Percy.
Who?
Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Congratulations, everybody heard you.
So what? They're all bastards.
I think I should be going.
Ah, all right. See you later, Jack?
Of course.
bastards.
You're going to have to forget that word really quick, little brother.
So for them, you've got money, Ali?
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak. Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring. And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh, all right. I will meet you in Shiring, and I'll bring the money.
Father Philip.
Yes?
Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in Shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to Shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay at the construction site and work. Am I really done out here? I think I'll go and see Tom later.
Prior Philip is too forgiving. The sub-prior has to handle everything he neglects. Everything. As sub-prior, I have even more responsibilities than the prior himself. And more worries.
У меня остались муравьи. Я не знаю, зачем они нужны.
Ah, locked. Do you have a moment?
Of course.
Take care for now.
All right. You too.
No, the other ants are his. When I find more time, I'll try to think of other mills we can build. The water is there, the wheels are there. Why stop at grinding?
На этой надписи было написано, как Ремигий наказывал непослушных новицев. Возможно, эти муравьи должны были быть использованы для того, чтобы подшутить над Альфредом. Но мы не стали шутить над Альфредом. Возможно, поэтому они у нас остались в инвентаре.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay at the construction site and work. Am I really done out here?
Ладно, давайте вернемся к работе.
Jack!
What?
Come here, please. You wanted to finish your Corbel, and I let you. Sub-Prior Remy just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
Philip told me to practice reading.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and in the kitchen, and chatting to the Fullers.
I made a balm for them. I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead. Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out! Whoa.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Up here! Hey, hurry up, quick!
What's going on here?
Your son thinks I dropped the stones.
You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you?
Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Peter, what happened?
I'm not sure. But there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe. And when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
No. I'm sure I didn't recognize him. He wasn't from here.
No. Peter dropped the stone and doesn't want to...
Да, я видел монаха в черном.
I assure you, a monk would never do such a thing.
I saw a monk in black in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
Я не помню. По-моему, он разбил кружку.
He broke a big jug.
That wasn't a monk. I was there. That never happened.
Maybe I remembered it wrong.
Jack, take the rest of the day off. I don't want you two to get into another fight.
What about the monk?
We don't know that there was a monk.
Accidents happen. We'll check all the ropes to make sure there won't be another one.
Письмо, датированное февралем 1141 года. Мой дорогой Филипп, слишком давно мы с тобой не общались. Я мало о чем могу тебе написать, поскольку писцы графа Роберта клянутся хранить тайну. Я хорошо помню тот новогодний день, когда мы говорили с тобой о политике. Теперь, когда прошло уже несколько лет, а конфликт между моим графом Робертом и Стефаном все не утихает, я начинаю понимать, почему ты выбрал жизнь приора. Вовлеченность в политику всегда приводила только к еще большим страданиям. Я сопровождаю Роберта Глостера в его походе по Англии, направленном против Стефана. Где бы мы ни оказались, повсюду говорят о том, как замечательно ведет дела кингсбриджский приор Филипп. Ваш святой Адольф теперь хорошо известен даже в Уэльсе и в Шотландии. Твой брат Фрэнсис.
Excuse me, Philip? Philip?
I'm sorry.
Is everything all right?
I was just thinking about my brother. What is it?
Aliena is ready to go to Shiring with you.
Then I must not keep her waiting. As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair, and not in her father's castle. I had not yet confessed to Aliena that I blamed myself for her father's fate. I felt the guilt and shame starting to rise when we came to a large group of peasants looking as desperate as the refugees that had come from Earl's Castle back then.
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help, not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hem of his robe and pleaded for mercy. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's punishment for these peasants. I was less hesitant.
Да, возможно, граф должен наказывать воров, но он не должен отнимать у них все. Это же ведь наказание, а не приговор. Возможно, они могли выплатить штраф, но он, наверное, не должен был собирать все, чтобы люди скитались и не знали, чем зарабатывать, и попрошайничали. Возможно.
I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them. A few of them had even been killed. Philip told them to go to Kingsbridge for food. As we rode on, he said nothing. Maybe he had begun to lose hope that he would ever solve his problems with the Earl in Shiring.
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it seemed I had grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking these grim thoughts, we passed by a gallows with 2 men dangling by their necks. An old woman stood by one of the corpses and snarled at us.
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins on one of the corpses. Only now I realized that someone had tied foxtails to the corpses. Their hands had been cut off and their faces were burnt. I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught by the Earl's men hunting in his forests. Philip rode on, and when I caught up with him, I could see that now, more than ever, he was determined to talk to Percy Hamley.
Новый граф жестоко беспощаден.
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate. Ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waileran by God. I felt like a fly in a cobweb. Every move I made seemed to lead to further calamities. But then I heard Aliena as she sped past me. "Shiring," she exclaimed.
Waileran Bigot — это епископ.
This is him.
A face like that never changes. If anyone can get you an audience with the Earl, it's Sheriff Eustace.
I hope Percy Hamley will show more understanding with us than he did with the people of Wigley. I'm concerned what kind of man Percy Hamley must have become to kill people for mere poaching. Good day, Sheriff. I must talk to the Earl. It's a legal matter of utmost urgency.
Get in line, monk.
Are they all waiting to see him?
What did you expect on court day, monk?
I fear this is going to take a while.
I'll go look for Richard. Seeing that he's going into battle, he needs equipment.
In the meantime, let's hope I can persuade the Earl to rethink this breach of our agreement.
I'll talk to Meg about the sales of the Priory's wool as well. We will find a way to keep the cathedral's construction going, Philip, with or without the stone and timber they took from us.
We must.
If they hadn't replaced Father, I could have helped them.
Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is upon us!
Good day, Sheriff. Will these people have to wait much longer?
If you have a complaint, talk to the Earl.
I don't think he even recognizes me anymore.
Things are taking place that will lead our generation
They say
to an
that
end.
Jack's father was a thief and hanged in Shiring.
The end is upon us, but our Earl will lead us to salvation.
Is that so?
A hard hand for hard times. It will all make sense. You will see.
Реклама для нового графа.
Many of you have fallen from grace, seduced by hell's demons. The wilting of shiring is an omen of the things to come. And our Earl will be the new apostle to lead us to salvation when the end comes. Our Earl sees. And our Earl
Good quality. But I'm not here to buy anything.
But we are not lost. We must prepare ourselves.
That's not the price we agreed on.
It is what we agreed on. Both of us.
Good to see you, Meg. I'm here to collect the money we've made so far.
Excuse me. We were in the middle of something.
What's the problem?
Even you merchants have become thieves. What a rotten place this has become.
He ordered the cartload of wool weeks ago, but now he refuses to pay the price we'd agreed upon.
Let's think about why the prices are so high this year.
So you could put more money into your pockets?
Actually, the Earl has raised all fees. It costs more to pass the gate, to set up shop, to get a license, and to trade.
I suppose. But the price is not as was agreed.
Did you use a tally to record the price?
But, are you with the sheriff? Just who are you, woman?
I am the owner of this business.
Oh.
Here's our Harfaliena.
Now, would you kindly hand me your part of the tally? There are more notches on our part.
2 pieces, 2 different prices.
Granted, adding notches to our part would have been much easier.
Aha! You're admitting it.
But the area with missing notches is thinner than the rest.
You're right. It looks like something was carved off.
What? Are you saying I'm a fraud?
Look, times are hard for all of us. I won't report you to the sheriff.
This wool will not make enough cloth for all of my master's servants' clothes. Let alone all the shirts he wants for himself.
Whoever pays servants and wants to wear many shirts should be able to pay the price for quality wool like this.
Quality? Yes, but it is not high quality. Now that you mention it, I see it. I cannot pay that much money for bad wool like this.
Now he's doubting the quality.
Fine. Then let me prove the quality of my wool.
Just you try. Outrageous.
Let's negotiate.
3.
You're trying to rip me
Just
off.
gonna give away for
Let
free.
us work out.
First you say one thing, and then you say another. Is this how you treat all your customers?
I'll find an expert and prove it.
I'm waiting. I'm taking my business elsewhere.
Please, calm down.
3. Not just gonna give away for
Daylight
free.
No, I'll
We
keep the
agreed
wool.
on the price.
Come on. I thought you had more to spare than that.
Outrageous.
Let's
half
negotiate.
of my crops. You thought the Earl was bad
Daylight
before.
robbery.
We agreed on the price.
Our valued customer would only dismiss them as my accomplices.
As it is written in the book of Matthew.
Если бы мы тогда согласились передать новые земли епископу, наверное, этот замок был бы уже выстроенным и в куда более лучшем состоянии. Но мы передали земли теперешнему графу, беспощадному, жестокому.
What are you carrying there?
Not for sale. Or eating. Don't steal! Go away!
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh.
Would you be free for a sales discussion later today?
Ah, Lady Aliena, for you I will always find time.
I've heard business is slow.
Not for me it isn't. Plenty of knights need my services. His men have cleaned up well, I'd say. It suits me just fine that the Earl has swept the criminals off the streets. And those complaining about money and fees were never my customers or my friends.
I should find the Flemish merchants instead. They know their wool.
Can I interest you in some horse bread?
Is that the only kind you have here?
It's the only one that hasn't gone green yet, I think.
If you sell green bread, your customers will get sick and you'll get into trouble.
What? Are you with the sheriff?
No, don't worry. Excuse me, do you know if something happened in Shiring? I know we suffer because of the war, but the town never used to seem this grim and hopeless.
No, we wouldn't know. We are but pilgrims in search of God's miracles, and a saint who will heal my foot. And my eyes. But yes, Shiring seems to hold no miracles these days. We heard the Earl is punishing his people for his own entertainment.
I heard so too.
Aren't you tired of Christian art? Their sad faces and dull colours are always giving me a foul mood, just like this town.
I agree. I'd prefer to see lush paintings of the fine things in life.
Excuse me, would you care to give me your opinion on the quality of this wool?
Of course. Please, show us. Oh, how wonderfully soft.
And what thorough scouring. There isn't a hint of dirt or grease.
The fibre is exceptionally fine, and the colour is even and light.
Suitable for high-quality garments.
I'm glad you think so too. Would you be so kind as to confirm this to a customer of mine, should the need arise?
Of course. Just send them our way.
With all these taxes and the shrinking markets, I wasn't sure whether visiting Shiring would still be worth it. But for that quality of wool, I'll say it is.
Open your eyes. The signs are all around us.
That's not the price we agreed on. I'll take my business elsewhere.
You won't find a better price.
There are Flemish merchants just a few streets away. They were very interested in my wool, and they would be delighted to confirm its quality to you.
Anyone can let their friends lie for them.
Then we'll leave it to the people. We'll sell the wool at the afternoon auctions. That way it fetches a fair price for certain.
No, wait. Maybe we can negotiate. My master would not want me to leave here with empty hands.
Let's find a compromise. You buy the wool at the price we believe we agreed upon.
Why would I do that?
I will guarantee you first rights to my wool next year.
The prices go up when more than one bidder is involved.
I know. My master would not be pleased if I returned without wool one day. He's got an awful temper. Fair enough. We have a deal. I'll buy your wool at your price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
You've learnt well. A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a victory for both sides.
I had a good teacher. One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you travel to Winchester? It's a book.
Yes, I can ask Brother Theobald. His book collection is more comprehensive than the church would like.
Then he'll be the right one to ask. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Damn taxes.
How's your family?
My father caught a cold. Gets sick from worrying too much.
Same as my wife.
Oh, how am I supposed to keep a family warm and fed like this?
Has the queue not moved at all?
We stand like pillars of salt. But I'm sure the Earl will accept petitioners soon. I hope it's before the workers at Kingsbridge leave the construction site because I cannot pay them.
Нам необходимо отдать деньги Филиппу и Ричарду. Надеюсь, что не Филиппу или Ричарду.
Our food is rotting. Our animals dying. Our homes crumbling.
Наверное, нам стоит найти Ричарда.
How many of you have fallen from grace, seduced by hell's demons?
Where did you get this?
I'm not a thief. A man in the tavern promised me a bread crust if I fetch this from the market for him. I'm just taking a little break.
You look hungry.
Are you saying I should keep it? Nuh-uh. Thieves get hanged. I'll be good.
Oh, of course. The taverner makes money with each tankard he sells. I don't have time to deal with drunks. I have to give money to my knight.
No right thoughts enliven me while my stomach's hollow.
You hear? Fill us up.
But you haven't had a right thought all day.
Maybe I'll be the next Earl then.
Oh, that's awful.
How's business?
Slow.
Well, at least you still have your regulars.
Even in bad times, people drink. The Earl of Shiren has imposed new laws and taxes, and it makes times very bad for us.
I compose my verses, good wine iron swilling.
В таверне.
I'm not thirsty.
Today we ride to Lincoln. Drinks are on me. Taverner! Another round for everyone!
You're the best, Richard. It's Sir Richard. Nonsense, we're all brothers, right?
It is Sir Richard.
Oh.
And here I thought you needed my money for new armor.
Oh, I do. A knight is only as good as his equipment. Have you seen Alonso's sword? With men-at-arms so well equipped, how could I fight alongside King Stephen less well equipped?
And inferior armor may cost him his life.
Only the best for the best.
And how much do you need?
Enough for proper armaments, and then some to quench my friend's thirst.
No. How much is necessary?
Do you want me to go into battle stark naked and on bare feet?
Don't be absurd. But you could spend our money a little more wisely.
Do you want William Hamley to become Earl of Shiring or me?
What kind of question is that? If we're lucky, then he will never return from the Holy Land.
He already did.
What?
We ran into Robert of Gloucester's men. At first, I wasn't sure it was him. He wore the cloak of a crusader.
No. Don't do it. Please. Have mercy. By God, please. Don't.
And then King Stephen called out his name.
William Hamley, join me. We ride.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to upset you.
You what?
This is not about you or me, Ali. Allowing the father of that monster to remain Earl would not only betray our father, it'd mean betraying everyone. William is a butcher, a filthy bastard without honor.
Mind your tongue. You speak of the son of the Earl of Shiring.
I am the son of the Earl.
Sir Richard, your father went against our king and lost his title and his land. You are not the heir to the title, not as things are now.
What did you just say?
Oh, easy.
You treacherous bastard!
Calm down. Do you want to slaughter each other and help the enemy?
Accusing me of treason. You're most loyal man at arms.
Me or William? Choose a goddamn side, Alonso of Toledo. Come on, choose!
You disparage me for stating the truth. I've always been your most loyal man at arms. Have I not?
The one with the biggest mouth, too.
What's your secret to success? You know, running a tavern.
People will give their last shirt for pleasant distractions. Especially when they have a lot they want to be distracted from.
I'm just trying to keep you grounded.
How dare you imply that William and his fat father have a right to my lands?
It's for guests only.
Now, can't you just agree to disagree? Please.
Percy Hamley's title is a fact,
An apology
not an
would
opinion.
solve this.
It is not. He does not deserve it.
I'm sorry. You see? There's nothing to it.
I said nothing wrong. This is not about who deserves
I've collected
what.
our earnings,
The king
Richard.
appointed him. You should come to
Good.
terms
At
with
least
that
there's one
fact.
person I can rely on. My sister.
I can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war arguing like this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice. What did you just say?
Oh, no.
Do they often
I'm done
fight like
talking
that?
to you.
Ah, they're both very proud. Give them a few days, they'll get tired.
They don't have that long.
Very mature.
Obviously, they have no idea how to settle a conflict without a fight.
Do you want to say something?
Never.
I don't have any business in there now. The town used to be much livelier.
That's because the Earl and the Sheriff finally stepped up and got rid of all the thieves and cheats. I hope you're not stretching your wool before it's woven.
I would never trick my customers.
Good. Then you and me, we both won't get into trouble here in Shiring.
I wouldn't be too sure of that. What would you do to keep people from fighting?
Dear Lady Aliena, you're asking a blacksmith. I provide them the very tools to fight. War, combat, and killing are my trade.
I doubt that handing them weapons would do any good. How would you settle a fight?
If you're in trouble, run.
Oh, but they're usually friends. Running wouldn't help.
Then let them play a game to decide who's right.
Good idea.
Это было тоже неожиданно, что узнать об разрешении спора я смог у девочки, которая несет мясо. Случайность, наверное.
Can't we just forget about it?
No.
Do you have any games with you?
Why would I take a game into battle?
To get your mind off things.
I don't need to.
Do you want to say something?
Never.
Can't we just
Do you
forget
have
about
any
it?
games for entertainment?
Only what's needed to keep the customers here a little longer. I can offer a set of dice.
I'm not in the mood for gambling, Lady Aliena.
You're never in the mood for entertainment.
Games of luck are a waste of time.
No, that's not the kind of game the girl was talking about. Do you have any games with you?
We carry the French game of Fiège with us.
Oh, could I borrow it?
If you bring it back before nightfall, I see no harm in it.
I will.
Do you want to say something?
Never.
Я не знаю, почему я решил, что у монахов должны были быть какие-то игры, но попробовал.
Can't we just forget about it?
No.
Now fight it out like real knights should. With a battle of wits.
Playing a board game? I don't know.
You're scared I could win.
Oh, let's begin.
Now, let's start with a careful opening.
Good choice. The general who gives in to anger will send his troops to their deaths.
Exactly right, Ali. First, I'll focus on defense. Let's see what Alonso's got.
Ooh,
played. A classic opening move.
Now's a good time to attack.
A slow, organised advance is better than a hasty attack.
But you can't win if you entrench in open battle, Ali. And here I stride to victory.
You reached the end of the board.
What a crowning! I got a king!
You call this piece a king? In Spain, we call it a queen. She's quite powerful and has a mind of her own.
All right, a queen then. Now I can sweep the entire board with her.
No, don't be hasty. The highest art of war is to break the enemy without a fight.
Nonsense! I have to seize this advantage. I've got a queen on my side. Time to rampage. When the sovereign has been claimed, the game is almost decided.
I could fight to the last piece. But a good commander has foresight, and I can see this game is lost. I admit defeat.
You ended this before it even began. Even a scribe would struggle making this an epic of glory.
This was about strategy, not showmanship. It seems like Lady Aliena is a valuable strategic advisor. This is a good start, but you have a long way to go.
You're always so critical.
I understand that he's the tactician, and I endeavour to trust his instincts and experience to guide him.
But you yourself are an exceptional diplomat and businesswoman, I hear. You complement each other in the way you think.
I guess you're right.
If you are wise enough to trust these queen's instincts in this matter, my friend, you too will indeed be able to take back the Eldom.
You think we can do it? So, can I rely on your loyalty?
You can.
Of course, we're brothers in arms.
Good. You've an important battle ahead of you. I'll bring you the money. You've done me a great favour.
We are glad to hear it. Thank you for returning it.
We always pass the time on our travels trying to best each other.
Everyone seems to be afraid of Sheriff Eustace. I always heard he was a fat and lazy man.
It's not him. It's the Earl. Killed a good friend for milling without permission yesterday. Buried him under the rubble of his mill.
What? Shouldn't you make fresh bread?
If I could afford it. If you bring grain from outside the town, you must pay taxes nowadays. My friend's mill out there was a blessing. Sometimes he even let me use it for free, which was why they killed him. And I can't afford using the Earl's mills here in town.
What is the Earl thinking? Why is he hurting the business in town?
I don't know. Better don't start asking questions around here.
How much for a chainmail shirt?
That's £6.
Just for the chainmail?
I've got to make up for those taxes some way.
Do you have a family that supports you?
My auntie sold flowers, but she couldn't afford to pay the taxes. Now I don't know where she is. I'm so hungry.
Maybe I should start painting.
What would your first masterpiece be?
I'm thinking fruits and decorative objects, arranged on a luxurious tablecloth.
At least you could take your time with that. Fruit doesn't rot that quickly.
Maybe I could sell my paintings at markets.
You haven't painted your first one yet, and you're already thinking about selling it.
The Bishop's Palace. The remains of Waileran's castle. Please, try to keep them from fighting.
That's a big task for a slender man like me.
You're a knight, for God's sake.
Ричард служит рыцарем, и он пытается выслужиться и сделать так, чтобы король вернул ему его земли обратно и стать графом этих земель. Филипп же строит монастырь и помогает людям. В данный момент у них не хватает денег для того, чтобы заплатить за работу рабочим. Поэтому я не знаю, кому отдать сколько денег. Ричарду нужны деньги. Нужно снаряжение. Но он также тратит деньги на такие вещи, как выпивка и на что-то не совсем необходимое. По идее, я отдал бы ему меньше денег, чем Филиппу. Но он мой брат, поэтому я, наверное, дам ему половину.
Here.
Finally. I mean, thank you, Ali. This will cover decent equipment. Nothing exceptional, but it will do.
Just promise to be careful.
I've learned a few tricks. I'll be fine.
Must you really fight? What is all this good for?
For Father, Ali. I will save Shiring from Percy Hamley.
But who's going to save you?
With men like these, I'm afraid I'm already beyond saving. For victory!
For victory!
For victory!
I see. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be at the marketplace giving Philip his part of the money.
And make more money, I hope.
Here.
Thank you. It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
You must speak to the Earl.
Have you finished your business?
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Philip, I now understand why our market at Kingsbridge has had more visitors lately. Shiring isn't what it used to be. Steep taxes and strict laws have taken their toll on the town.
Is that so?
These merchants would give anything to do their business at another fleece fair, but there's none nearby. They need a place with fair taxes. One that can put those taxes to good use.
Are you thinking of a fleece fair in Kingsbridge?
Call in the monk and the woman he's with.
You, impatient monk. It's your turn. The girl, too.
Me? What? Did you want me to come with you?
No. We're not first in line, are we?
Well, lucky you, then. Get moving.
Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge. The Earl of Shiring.
Thank you for hearing me, old Percy. Please allow me to introduce my friend, Aliena of Kingsbridge.
I knew it was you. Oh, it doesn't sound like you missed me.
I demand to talk to the Earl of Shiring. He has broken his word.
You are talking to the Earl of Shiring.
Bishop Whaler.
The enemies of this earldom have taken Percy Hamley from our midst.
Mother!
Do you consider yourself a friend of the earldom of Shiring, Philip?
Friend? That damned monk is drinking the blood of my earldom!
It is not for us to damn them, Lord William. But judge them we must.
What you are doing to the people of Shiring is shameful.
Your father would have done well to teach you respect.
The monk's a thief and so are you. And I don't take as kindly to thieves as my father did. Shiring will change.
What crimes did we commit then?
The king has never licensed a market in Kingsbridge.
Your market is illegal, Philip.
You are stealing my taxes by allowing my people to trade in your sorry priory, and you disrespect my authority!
Is that true, Philip?
I will talk to the king about this.
You and your friends have always played by your own rules. But not anymore. Fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. The days of Kingsbridge Cathedral are over.
Now leave. The next time I will show no mercy.
I had assumed that as long as the market was held within the walls of the priory and the taxes supported the construction of our cathedral, Kingsbridge would need no market license. I had made a foolish mistake. Now I had no option but to call on King Stephen for help. And as Aliena suggested, I joined the knights on their way north to Lincoln. More and more men joined our group. Most of them had no horses and no weapons to speak of. As King Stephen prepared for his final battle against Robert of Gloucester, he had ordered all able men of his earldoms to fight in the north. Then, at nightfall, our group reached a large camp of Stephen's men. Many men asked me to pray with them. They were husbands, fathers, and children about to fight in a war that most of them did not understand. It was then that I witnessed Aliena's brother Richard shouting at a man. The man was in tears, saying he did not want to fight and begging to be allowed to go home. I told Richard to have pity. Full of anger, he told me that he would hang deserters himself if need be. Then the man interrupted us by shouting infamities about Robert of Gloucester and started to laugh. Richard and his knights joined in and began to cheer for the king. Richard seemed to me just as desperate as the young man, but he did not know it. His temper would not make him a just earl, I thought. But again, I hoped to see a cruel man win his battles, only to defeat a man more cruel than him, William Hamley. After a long first day on my way to Lincoln, I found a place to rest. I fell asleep soon and dreamed about soldiers. But these soldiers were not on their way to Lincoln. They had come up the twisting hillside path to our little hamlet in North Wales. My brother Francis and I had tried to outrun them and to warn my parents. But as always when I had this dream, we were too late. King Henry's men had killed Mam and Da. Abbot Peter came to take us in, just as it had happened so long ago. But this time, in my dream, something was different. I was 6 years old then, and Abbot Peter had not yet taught us about God. But still, I asked the monk the question, why did God do that? I had said that. It had been my voice answering the child. It was me. I was responsible for the fate of these children, Richard and Aliena. As I tried to calm them, I realized the blood of their father was still on my hands. I awoke with a start. It was as if my dream had not been a warning, but a reminder. I had sinned, and I had to atone for my sins. I prayed that I would be able to help those that had already suffered by my hand, and all of Kingsbridge. After what felt like an eternity, the sun rose and we continued on our way to Lincoln. As we moved, I remembered hearing that Bishop Waleran had been to Rome, and William had fought in the Holy Land. I told myself that King Stephen would eventually see these men for what they really were. He had to. And I tried to convince myself that God would make things right.
You are late. Is it done?
No. Their builder is alive.
What about the saint?
I couldn't get into their crypt unseen.
You disappoint me again, Timothy.
Please, when did I ever fail you before today, Right Reverend?
Regan Hamley is alive.
She didn't.
No. Your poison has left her in a deep sleep. When the time is right, I will send our Earl of Shiring to finish what I asked of you. Kingsbridge will fall.
Hurry up, my friend. Or do you not want to see our king after all?
I fear I must.
Then let's not waste more time. Come on, Philip.
Монах, которого мы увидели на рынке, получается, был слугой епископа. Он чуть не убил Тома и убил графа. И почти убил его жену, чтобы их сын стал графом вместо них. А так как епископ управляет сыном графа, то вся власть была бы в его руках. Хорошо, наверное, что мы сразу не отдали ему земли тогда.
Better not get too close.
Where do we find King Stephen?
Who's asking?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
I've heard of you.
Good things, I hope.
Maybe. You can go inside the cathedral.
Where are all the knights and soldiers?
I should go first.
But this is a house of God.
Only 2 more days.
If they know what's good for them, they'll surrender.
I'd be disappointed if Maud would give up so easily.
My king! You have my sword!
Good! Who is that?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
Him. Now, what about those archers out there?
Ah, Sir Richard, you made it.
Had a monk to look after.
You should visit our enemies, father. They should be praying, for we'll cut their heads off.
Yeah. Hear, hear.
I will spare myself the malice of infamy.
Father, I'm afraid.
Come now. What are you afraid of?
I own a mill. I built it myself. The only thing I was ever good at. I will die if I have to fight.
Do you have a family?
A wife. I can't go out there. I can't.
Искренне жаль этого человека. хочется сказать, чтобы он спрятался в церкви. Тем более, понимая, что нет причины сражаться за такого короля. Хотя король есть король. И с другой стороны, это битва. И ты солдат. И в конечном итоге, возможно, ты будешь жалеть, что ты покинул поле битвы, но если ты останешься живым, я не знаю, что выбрать. По крайней мере, его семья, его дети будут знать, что их отец участвовал в битве, в сражении. И даже если он погибнет, то он погибнет с честью в бою.
You must not run. You would be hanged.
But I don't know if I can do it.
You must.
When we go to battle, will you pray for me, Father?
Of course I will.
There's no two ways about it. I have to go out there myself to see what's going on.
My king, Ranulph's archers are only waiting for you.
They know they'll be at my mercy once I've dealt with Robert the Bastard and Ranulph the traitor. I doubt they dare shoot me.
Stephen, be reasonable.
Henry, will the church for once shut up? We are at war. Wonderful. Now, I will go out there without getting shot in the head. I must know why they posted the archers up there today. Just for once, use your brain. Think.
Yes, my king.
Необходимо помочь королю разрешить проблему. Проблема заключается в том, что он не понимает, зачем были размещены лучники. Вроде как.
Today there's twice as many archers up there.
Is that not a bad thing?
I've been standing here for weeks now. Ranulph's men are probably just bored. They don't mean harm.
How can you be sure?
Listen. That's my friend over there. I've never seen him, but we do this every day. That's how I'm sure.
1141 год. После того, как Линкольнский замок захватили люди, верные королеве Мод, король начал осаду замка. Вскоре король получил вести, что сводный брат королевы Мод вместе с большим валлийским войском движется к Линкольну. Но и Стефан хорошо подготовился к битве. В Всего через 2 дня, когда войска Мод и Стефана сойдутся в битве у стен Линкольна, война за трон Англии, возможно, подойдет к концу.
My king?
You? What are you doing here? Have you come to atone for having your monks write that heretical book?
No, my bishop.
So you continue to doubt your bishops, your pope?
Henry.
How dare you show your face here?
Henry! I told you I am not to be disturbed.
This monk should be thrown into a cell. Maybe then he will see reason.
What? Because he doubts your miracles? I have to admit, having someone walk over red-hot plowshares or putting his hand in boiling water to prove he's innocent is entertaining. I give you that.
Stephen.
But the monk is right, of course. There is a tendency that your miracles conveniently happen when the church needs them most. Whoever believes that to be a coincidence or miraculous deserves no place at my table. What is your name, monk?
Philip of Gwynedd.
I will make sure my brother won't arrest you. If anyone will have you arrested, it's me.
My king, I have come to see you.
I have no time for you. Unless you know a solution to my problem. There are archers outside, probably looking forward to killing me. But I have to see what's going on out there with my own eyes, without getting shot. If you have no solution for my problem, better not waste my time, or I will have you arrested.
What would be the safest way to face an archer?
Are you thinking of joining us in battle?
He's finally become one of us.
Never mind. I doubt he would know the answer. Our king's advisors believe it would be dangerous for him to stand out here in front of the archers.
They're right.
They are?
Don't worry. They won't waste their arrows on monks and peasants. But the king would definitely be a tempting target. Would end the war in the blink of an eye. I wouldn't hesitate to shoot the bastard of Gloucester either.
Наверное, королю стоит переодеться.
If you were to dress like a poor man, not like a king or a soldier, the archers might not shoot at you.
This is highly inappropriate, Philip of Gwynedd.
It is. But he's right. Robert's a bastard, but his men are not without honor. Who are you again, monk? Why have you come?
I'm the Prior of Kingsbridge, my king.
Ah, of course. The Prior of Kingsbridge.
I have come to ask for your help.
What could be important enough to disturb the king at a time like this?
Robert of Gloucester will attack in 2 days' time.
Let us find out why he's here, shall we? Get undressed, Prior of Kingsbridge.
No! I will not!
Hold him. It was his idea, after all. Ranulph's men have been nervous all day. Now, why is that? It's such a simple wall, and yet they could stay holed up in my castle for another month with all these men. So why have the archers out at all? They'll be safer inside. They don't have to stand up there.
My king, the late Percy Hamley and the Priory of Kingsbridge had an agreement.
I remember. And according to his son, you broke the agreement by conducting an illegal market.
He told you? The income was only used to support the cathedral. I did not know we needed a license. The market was held on the church's ground.
The church is not above the law. This is not the Holy Roman Empire.
No, of course not.
Your market is illegal. I supported William in his decision to punish you, for it didn't merely pay for your cathedral. It also paid for the children of that traitor Bartholomew.
But Aliena and Richard are no traitors. You said so yourself. You said they shall go free.
I remember my words, monk. But the Earl of Shiring tells me that a knight in my employ seeks to convince me to change my loyalties.
I wouldn't know much about that.
William Hamley and Bishop Waleran said you were sly. Now I think I know why.
My king, you must not trust them.
Hear me now. You will not receive a market license, and the children of Bartholomew will hang if they go against the Earl of Shiring. Do you understand?
I understand.
Of course. That's why all those archers are up there. Robert of Gloucester is not attacking in 2 days. He's attacking today.
To arms! It's an ambush. Do not use the front entrance. They knew that would draw us out. Get my clothes. I need my horse.
As Stephen and his men went to face the approaching army, his brother, Bishop Henry, urged me up to the top of the cathedral. His fear had made him forget about our dispute. I had never been that high up.
Pray with me, Philip. Pray that Stephen will win, so this war can end.
I closed my eyes to pray. And I forgot about Kingsbridge, and the market, and what I wanted. I simply prayed for peace. And as I did, I realized that ever since the dream about my parents, I had not prayed. What if, as in the dream, my prayers would not be heard now? I begged the Lord to make me see. To make me see that he was there.
Philip, look!
I was too far away to understand what was happening.
Robert's men! They're winning! Stephen is lost!
It felt like the world was spinning under my feet. I was afraid that I would fall. I closed my eyes. And then I saw.
They're breaking through the church doors!
And then I knew it was us. Only us. No devil to harm us. No God to protect us. Only us. Philip was gone for 2 weeks. We had no idea what had happened to him. To be true, we had other things on our mind, Ali and I.
Are you sure we're alone?
Right now, there's only you and me.
Look at that.
Told you.
I hope Philip and Richard are all right.
Me too.
Say, Jack, have you read our book?
What about you? What did you think?
No, this is Philip's fault. If all this falls apart because he set up an illegal market, he alone will be responsible.
I have faith in him, and so should you. Who else could save Kingsbridge if not him?
Do you still remember the text?
Well, do you?
Well... I think I remember one part.
Oh? And which one was that?
Before me, she stood, her clothing set aside. No flaw to be found in all her body.
All clothing was set aside?
All of it.
And there was no flaw?
No flaw at all.
Oh, his shoulders and his arms I saw and I caressed. And then his chest, a form made to be felt and touched.
Careful there.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Don't be. How flat her belly beneath her slender waist. Her flanks, what form. What perfect thighs.
Yours are remarkable as well.
That's not how the text goes.
Is it not?
Maybe it is.
Why recall each aspect? Nothing that I saw lacked perfection. As I hugged my naked body close to his.
Ali,
Yes,
I love you.
I love you too. I always will.
Did you hear something?
No. It's only us, Jack. You and me.
It is us. Only us.
Hey! Philip the Prior! Monk! That's better. Never let them see you weak. Stand tall.
It's getting dark.
It's not the end of days.
Are you sure of that?
I'm not finished here yet, so yes, I'm sure.
What about Ranulf's men?
Probably glad to be out of the castle after all that time. Probably looking for women and getting drunk.
How many died?
What?
How many people died in the battle?
Too many. I even lost my horse. But Robert is not an animal, I'll give him that. Or we wouldn't be here.
Richard!
Don't draw attention to yourself. Not when they have you in a cage. Not if you're the king.
Why am I in here?
You are with us, are you not?
I prayed for peace.
Peace is the wait between one battle and the next. You were right about William Hamley.
How so?
The moment the battle took a turn for the worse, he and his men switched sides. The Earl of Shiring is fighting for Maud now, and for Robert.
William Hamley is only fighting for himself and for Bishop Waleran.
He's over there. Thank you.
Francis!
Oh, Philip.
Of course. You came with your master, Earl Robert, did you not?
Yes. When I heard from Bishop Henry that you were in Lincoln, I started looking. He thought you were dead.
Not yet. It is good to see you, brother.
Henry said you came because you need a market license.
Yes.
I think I know someone who can help. I'll have you released, and then we will go to Winchester. Just be patient for a moment.
What about you?
My loyals will make their moves. The game is not yet over.
If you want peace, if you want to save the lives of the innocent, you have to give up.
Never. That's the only thing I'm not good at.
Then there really is no hope.
So this is your brother? I have heard much about you, Prior. Your brother has supported our family for many years now. And we remember those who are loyal to us. Hereby I grant Kingsbridge the same market rights as Shiring.
The same rights?
The same.
Thank you, my queen.
Thank you.
The bloodline is restored. Not long, and my son will take his rightful place here on the throne.
All will be as it was. I will be a just king, as Grandfather Henry was.
Peace will be restored in England. Do you have anything else you wish to tell us, Prior?
No. Nothing.
Thank you, my queen.
После битвы у Линкольна Кингсбриджу королевским указом было даровано право на открытие рынка. Разрешение давало Кингсбриджу те же права, что и у Ширинга. Наконец-то Филипп сможет не только снова открыть рынок, но и провести ярмарку шерсти. Это отличная возможность для города и его жителей, поскольку торговцы шерстью крайне недовольны условиями, в которых проводится ярмарка шерсти в Ширинге. Монастырь, жители Кингсбриджа и торговцы шерстью вроде Алиены получат хорошую прибыль. На этом сегодня, наверное, закончим. Продолжим в следующий раз. Спасибо, что смотрели. Всем удачи.